Well, it would appear that our beloved Prime Minister is up to shenanigans in America with sleepy Joe Biden, and he's been to the UN General Assembly to make some comments about the green agenda that he's trying to push on everybody, which we all realise, and probably the truth of the matter is it is a global agenda trying to push stuff through. Well, he made some comments today which have particularly offended an old friend of mine, and I'd like to introduce you to him next. How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Thursday. Hope you're doing all right. Well, it's been an interesting day for Boris of the Johnson, hasn't it? He's been ingratiating himself in America like no tomorrow, and he's been taking the photo opportunities with sleepy Joe Biden, you know, the ones with on, and then as soon as they're out of there, best buddies, arm in arm and all the rest of it. Well, we're having none of it. And what really drew the line under everything today was when he made comments about a particular friend of mine who's very offended by being used as a comparison. And I'd like to introduce you to him now. Kermit the Frog. Yes, he's my friend. I've known Kermit the Frog for about 42 years. And he spent so much time shouting today about what Boris has been up to and the comparisons he's been making and what he said. He's rather offended. He's been screaming and he's lost his voice, and the poor fella can't talk. And the simple reason is Boris used Kermit as a comparison and basically ripped off one of his songs, and this is no good whatsoever. Have a look at this. Yes, Boris had the audacity to say that Kermit was wrong about not being easy being green, and it in fact is easy being green. It's affordable, it's sustainable, and it's achievable. Well, look at the poor state of Kermit. This is the position I found him in earlier on when he heard this nonsense from our beloved Prime Minister. He couldn't believe his green ears and his white eyes and his advancing age. It does him no good whatsoever hearing this nonsense. It sends him into a tizzy. Well, unfortunately, Boris, Kermit might be right. It isn't easy being green, because when you set stupid deadlines which are completely unachievable, it is not easy being green. When you think of the new technologies that have to be come up with quickly at the cost of millions and millions of pounds, it is not easy being green. It is all bullshit, and we see through it. We've seen today various news reports, and I've seen with my own eyes petrol running short at Tesco's, BP, and these places are having to close some of their forecourts because of it. Clackett Lane Services, for example, on the M25 was out of fuel today. Maidstone Services on the M20 out of fuel today. The price of all diesel fuel is going through the roof. Now, I've had emails galore from America over the last couple of months telling me about similar stories playing out, particularly on the West Coast, where a pipeline has been played with and they can't get any fuel to run anything. So I am starting to put one and one together in my head and coming up with two. And poor old Kermit still looks like this. So please, Boris, don't fool us and don't bring an absolute legend into this and try and disagree and say it is being green is easy, because it certainly isn't. That's all. I'll see you soon. Toodaloo.